Okay, so first things first, I am going to give the Chicago Bears a big shout out for their win last night over the Minnesota Vikings, helping out the Green Bay Packers, making them one step closer to that wild card spot. Man, if you watch that game, it was not a pretty game. Needless to say, if the Packers were to play either of those teams tomorrow, I feel pretty confident that they would come up with a dub. It was ugly football. But anyways, in this video, guys, we're going to be talking about the latest Packer roster moves and what that means for the Packers in the near future and all that stuff. So before I get into it, take a second to subscribe. Okay, so as you know, Packers released a couple of guys from their squad, Bo Melton, and then they also released James Robinson. They brought James Robinson on ahead of the Detroit Lions game because of all of the injuries and because they've been so depleted at the running back position. They bring him in, they free up those spots. Obviously, they're either going to be freeing them up for future guys coming off the IR like Savage and Eric Stokes. However, they do have a need at the tight end position with Luke Musgrave's injury. He who knows what his timetable is going to be. Josiah DeGuara with his hip injury. I don't know if he's going to be able to play this week, but so they work out some tight ends, right? So who did they all work out? Let's get into that. So they work out a former third round tight end, Devin Asiasi. He is really known for his pass blocking abilities. He does have some NFL experience. They decide not to sign him to their practice squad. They also worked out Nick Eubanks, a former guy out of Michigan. He's a little bit more of a complete package tight end. He did work out with the Green Bay Packers in 2021. They don't go his route either. They go the route of Joel Wilson. So if you don't know who Joel Wilson is, he's a former Central Michigan tight end. So who is this guy? What has he been doing? Is he going to be able to do anything for the Green Bay Packers? Let's answer those questions, right? So he's been spending the last couple of months with the Buffalo Bills. He doesn't have any game time experience, but what was he able to do at Central Michigan? Let's read about it here. He appeared in 34 games with 23 starts in college, recording 82 receptions for 874 yards, 10.7 yards averaged, 12 touchdowns. In 2022, Wilson led Central Michigan University in both touchdown receptions, 6, and receiving yards per game, nearly 50, while finishing second on the team in receptions with 44, receiving yards of 445. He was selected third team All Mid-American Conference. So this guy, he's not going to be earth-shattering, okay? So it's not like, oh my gosh, we're bringing in Joe Wilson, all problem solved. No, he is going to just be that safety net, that security blanket at the tight end position. But he's not a bad signing in that he does have some good hands. And let's take a look at one of the highlights he has at Central Michigan and what he was able to do, showcase with his hands and all that stuff. So let's take a look at it.
Richardson flush to the left, throws back across his body and got it. Touchdown, Chippewas. And it's Joel Wilson, the tight end.
He's in the slot, pressure inside from Ronnie Stone. Get out of the pocket, put the ball up in the air, and your guy's bigger than.
Showcasing some leaping ability, big body. He can go up and snag the football, and obviously he's got some decent hands. But again, Joe Wilson is not winning any huge awards here, bringing this guy on to the team. Again, he is just going to be a safety net, but he probably will, depending on what Josiah DeGuara's timetable is like with his hip injury. He may end up seeing the field for the Green Bay Packers. Wouldn't surprise me. Packers are used to just throwing some guys in there, but making success out of it as they've shown as of late. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Go Pack.